This is a new 9th Age battle. Welcome. The battlefield before the two elven armies are to clash for the objective of holding the center of the battlefield. There will be one attacker and one defender, high on the flanks and in the front, reversely respectively. Halfway into the deployment, the Sylvan elf player has deployed the following. From the right, the eagles, forest guards, the forest huntsmen, the swordmaster light, and the forest guardians there in red, 9 dryads, his archers, and then the Highborne elves player decides to drop everything, which is what you see on the left flank here. He had already dropped the 2 sky sloops in the middle, and some fast cavalry, and now comes the remaining. The things on the right are not yet deployed, and the Highborne elf player is going for the offensive, which is his role in the encircle lineup. This is the complete deployment. The Highborne elf player exclaims an aggressive deployment stance with his flank of his army, which is high in the encircle battle, and Highborne elf takes turn 1. When the magic starts, 1 dryad falls from Fate's judgment from the magician in the archer unit. The archer magician also casts scrying in a bubble, so the lion prince in a chariot, and the flame phoenix, which is blue, and other units around the archer unit get...
You dispelled that spell. You used all your dice to dispel that spell.
That was an erring strike. I dispelled. So you have the scrying.
Okay, bubble. I have. Okay. If you say so.
Yep. The archers, Highborne archers, shot down 8 Sylvan archers, but they made their panic test, and 1 wild huntsman falls to a sky sloop. A very ordinary sky sloop. It seems to be running on wheels. The Highborne elf player does not want to tell what's happening right now because he's afraid his voice will break. It was a sad round. 1 flame phoenix took 3 wounds from the Sylvan sentinels and the pathfinders here, the back ranks, and the remaining 10 archers killed the flame phoenix outright on point blank range. And the 2 other archers crept past. But the flame phoenix will awaken next round. The archers lost 10 of their men due to the spell of cosmology called Unity in Divergence. Highborne elf, turn 2.
Og så charger den inn I spillmennene.
The forest guards are charged by the sky sloop. The other sky sloop charges the flank of these wild huntsmen, who are malplaced.
Så går flame phoenixen.
The flame phoenix with 2 wounds left
charger spillmennene.
tries his luck into the spearman together with the sky sloop.
Og prinsen går inn I spillmannen.
And the prince as well, so this will be a hard battle. Fate's Judgment kills another huntsman. And the flame phoenix that awoke from the phoenix ashes flew across the archers, killing 7 of them, but they made their panic test. The central charge has 1 fire phoenix in the middle, a sky sloop, and the prince charging the forest guards. Will they stand the charge? The spearmen actually win the combat, killing the fire phoenix, doing 4 wounds. It only had 2 remaining, 2 wounds to the sky sloop. And the lion chariot is challenged away by the champion. The brave champion makes sure that only 2 spearmen die. Now it's Sylvan Elf turn 2. On Sylvan Elf turn 2, this fire phoenix in the corner back here was shut down. The eagle charged the sky sloop. 1 combat, but it sticked. It stuck.
It sticked?
Yep. It sticked like an old Scotsman. And now it's Highborne Elf turn 3. The spearmen charged into the Wildwood Riders, who had charged the sky sloop, killing it. The archers reform. The reavers charged the archers. These reavers chuffed the wild huntsmen. And the 1 dragon prince remaining after the pathfinders had shot down the 4 others charged the dryads. We're continuing with Highborne Elves turn 3. The eagle first fled from the dragon prince charge before it redirected into the dryads, and the fleeing eagle caused a panic among these forest rangers. The wild huntsman is reduced to just 1 rider from being charged by the spearmen, but they're not very effective against them, just killing 2. However, they do win the combat. The spearmen and dryads stick, and the 1 huntsman fled. Spearmen losing 3, the knight of Ryma dying against the dryads. We're wondering about whether the spearmen will have to nudge into the forest guards before they could pursue the wild huntsman. On turn 3, the Sylvan Elves still stand in their central combat against the Highborne Spearmen and the Lion Chariot. The Dryads are also stubborn, as the Spearmen are steadfast. The Sylvan Sentinels and Pathfinders shoot down a lot of archers, but they make their panic test. And the Forest Rangers rally. On turn 4, the Highborne Elf boosts his central unit with the auras from the Mage,
giving +2 initiative and weapon skill.
So they run through the Dryads and the Spearmen by striking first. The Lion Prince overruns into the Sylvan Sentinels, and they've turned the battle and chopped down the woods. Now it's Sylvan Elf turn. On turn 4, the Sylvan Elves shoot down 3 spearmen. The eagle charges the archers with a BSB and Mage. The wild huntsmen move up behind. And that's pretty much it for turn 4. And the Lion Chariot killed the 10 Sylvan Sentinels in the charge on Sylvan Elf turn 4 on the overrun, and pivoted towards the eagle and Pathfinder. The archers did 4 wounds to the eagle on Sylvan of turn 4. It was a failed charge. Technically not a failed charge, but a bad charge. The Highborne elf player is very routinated. He reforms and chaffs the forest guards, rangers, the forest rangers. Somebody knows the name of the Sylvan elves unit. The reavers chaff the wild huntsmen, and the archers and mage shoot down enough Sylvan sentinels to make them flee. 7 in total. Now it's Sylvan elf turn 5.
Okay.
The huntsmen kill the reavers and overrun into the dragon prince. The forest rangers kill many spearmen, more than there were, and they reform. So this is the end of the central battle. Hold the ground. Det skulle jeg ikke sagt. I shouldn't have said that. Hold the ground, round 6, Highborne elf.
Det 3 wounds på de.
Some last theatricals from the Highborne elves on their last turn. They move into the objective, which is just in front of the lake right here. And they try to provoke a charge from the forest rangers. It's a 16 charge. Who knows? They can either walk into the objective or take the charge. On turn 6, the archers and mage manage to shoot down the last sentinels there. And on turn 6, the Sylvan elves choose to charge. They don't charge the archers. They charge the Lion Prince, who has been untouchable until now in this game, and he just killed 3 wild huntsmen. But the wild huntsmen, they charge. And why did they charge, Espen?
I have no clue. They would be slaughtered.
Because the blade dancers forgot to enter the battlefield.
Okay.
They're on the rooster, but they forgot to enter the deployment.
They forgot to enter, and the Highborne elf player is still losing.
It's a sad day for wargaming in general. The forest rangers charged the elven prince, doing 1 wound. It fled, but they didn't catch him. So the Highborne elves hold the objective by a hair's width.
And only has the arch unit, battle standard bearer, and the mage, and half of the prince, a fleeing prince, left on the battlefield. This is the High Elf graveyard. A sad day for all elves.
We're creating much sadness for the elves. Wonder why we're doing it. Makes you think.